TxStampin Sharon. I am bringing you another easy peasy 1, 2, 3 series. You guys have been loving them and I've been having fun doing them. I hope that you enjoy them. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 22 years. I love trying new things. I love teaching you what I learn. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I invite you to hit the subscribe button below and then hit the notification bell. I also invite you to join me on my YouTube lives every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central. Let's get started. For today's Easy Peasy 1, 2, 3 series, I chose First Frost. First Frost has been around. I think it came out in the holiday catalog last year. It does have dies that coordinate. We're not using the dies today. We are making this so easy, and I mean, it's a beautiful set. So I started pulling out colors. What color do I want my flowers? What color do I want my greenery? So I actually stamped using a piece of Whisper White scrap. I had whacked off the corner. I decided that the Gorgeous Grape, which I love, was just too dark. I lost, and maybe my Gorgeous Grape pad is too juicy, but I loved the Bermuda Bay and the Highland Heather and the Pineapple Punch. I didn't care for the Rococo Rose. It just, I don't know, I lost some of the detail with the flower, but then I went with Calypso Coral. So I have 4 cards to share with you, but I decided for the video that we're going to use all the colors to make our card on today's video. Now, if you're new to my Easy Peasy 1, 2, 3 series, I do have a playlist here on my YouTube channel, and you can find that. Just type in Easy Peasy 1, 2, 3, or go look at my playlist. It's kind of one of my first ones. I've been trying to add to it. The whole idea behind Easy Peasy was to help new stampers with learning how to stamp, also to help avid stampers, those who've been stamping for a while, to maybe try some different techniques with some stamps that they already had. I am going to be using Memento Black. We're going to set that aside for right now. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Both of them are the same. I'm using a Pear Pizzazz card base, and I decided, and on my other cards I did different folds, but this one is 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5 1/2. I have a strip of Whisper White that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay. Now, I remembered when I was making this card a technique that we used to do years ago. You will need a pair of snips. I decided that this kind of gave it a little personality, and so I was glad that I remembered. So I'm just roughing up the edges with my snips. It's going to kind of give it a little shabby chic look. I'm just doing the sides, or top and bottom, I guess. Actually, there used to be a tool. Stampin' Up! Used to sell a tool that would do this for us. So I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's just a rough little edge, and it just kind of gives it a little dimension. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with our stamps, and the first thing I want to do is I want to add some greenery. And basically, we are making our own background paper. You've heard of designer series papers? We're going to make our own, if you will. And I decided that I wanted different colors of flowers. We're going to see if we like this. You do need to clean off. I'm going to use the Stampin' Scrub and my Stampin' Mist to clean. Love, love, love these. This Stampin' Scrub comes in handy more often than not. I use it for lots of things besides cleaning. Okay, so now I want a Bermuda Bay flower. Cleaning in between. And now we're going to go with Highland Heather. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. I just decided on the video, let's try it, because sometimes you might think it at home and you go, well, I don't know, but you know what? If we don't like it, I've got 4 of the cards that you're gonna love. All right, now as far as I'm getting ready to go into my pineapple punch, and this is a red rubber stamp, and ink, even though it looks clean, right? I like to, and I know this is awkward on the video, but I'm actually going to exhale on the stamp, kind of moistening it up a little bit just to see, and I do see a little shadow, so I'm glad I did that. It just helps keep my yellows, my softer pinks clean, get that pad clean. Let's see, where do we want this one? Okay. So I just decided let's make a bouquet of flowers. And I'm going to start over here with the smaller one. Okay. So now I'm going to take my greenery again. I will tell you, it starts to get a little confusing. You're like, where's my green? So if it helps you, move your colored stamp pads out of the way. And then that way you're not distracted. So we're just going to kind of come in a little bit. And I'm going to actually switch to this one, a little bit smaller. And I liked how the curve of this lets me get close to the flower. I don't know, was it designed that way? Pretty cool, huh? Come in like this. And then we have this piece. No 2 cards are the same. I will tell you that, which is what I loved. Let's see. And we're gonna try to squeeze in one more right there. And we're gonna pull out our little flower again because I have some space here that I think I could squeeze some more flowers in. And we're gonna do pineapple. Okay. And we're gonna do Highland Heather. We need something right there. I know. I'm gonna bring this guy back in. He's a great filler. There we go. Okay, all right. So we're done with our stamping of our main layer. And so now what I want to do is I want to stamp our sentiment. And I'm stamping congratulations from the First Frost stamp set. And I want to give my black memento plenty of time to dry. So I stamp that first before I know I'm going to have to pick it up and move it. Then I'm going to take my small flower and my greenery, bringing in my stamp pads again. And I want to make sure that's clean. We're going to stamp that one there. And I want Calypso over here. Bringing in our greenery again, coming right around that flower. Way cool, love it. Don't touch the black. There we go. Now I have all my pieces, but before I assemble, I'm gonna take the Wink of Stella. You don't have to do this, but I am gonna take the Wink of Stella And using my scrap paper, I'm going to kind of squeeze that bulb. And I'm squeezing it like this. There we go. So that if I squeeze too hard, it won't ruin my stamped project. We're going to color our flowers with Wink of Stella. I just thought it gave it a little bit more life. Look how pretty. Can you see it? You see the shimmer? All right, let's do these two. You could add pearls, you could add rhinestones, you could add ribbon, which I did on a few of my cards. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. We're going to add one layer on the inside. And now we're going to add our stamped layer. And we're going to add this layer to our pear pizzazz. Make sure that's in the camera. And I am a big fan of dimensionals. None of these cards today are using dimensionals. This is just stamps, ink, and paper that you have around your home. If not, if you need any of the supplies, you can find my store in the description box below. You can find my link. You can also find my blog where you can see some other ideas. Okay, so that is very pretty, and I do like having the different colors. I'm kind of sad that I lost my Bermuda Bay back there, but it's good. I love it. This was actually the first card I did. I did it all in Highland Heather, but it's the same layout, okay? But how about if we switch it up? I stamped the pineapple punch with the leaves, and then I did the same kind of stamping, guys. I mean, you're just stamping the background layer. Stamped my congratulations. These are all going to be congratulation cards. And how about this one? Again, using the Wink of Stella. I did a wider layer. I will put the dimensions to all of these on my blog. Like I said, you can find that link in the description box below. But yeah, just different. Easy peasy. And how about this one? I loved just the Calypso Coral, okay? So as you can see, easy background coloring, easy background stamping makes all my cards look totally different. And now I've got a stash of cards that I made really quick. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I would love to hear your comments below, what you think about this easy peasy series. And happy stamping, y'all.